You want to know why people take heroin? Because life is cruel. Chews you up and then spits you right back out. But when that first bit of heroin enters your bloodstream, your brain releases a surge of dopamine. And for the next 5 hours, all your problems fade away. You forget how harsh the world is. Who wouldn't want an escape like that? I used to hate going to the dealers to pick up my gear. The whole block always smelled of piss. I don't think anyone who lived in these flats knew what a toilet was. If you've been to the same dealers enough times, they know exactly what you want. You don't even have to say a word. Just as well. Who wants to hear what a junkie has to say anyway? Nobody cares about a junkie.
So you were a heroin addict?
No. I pretended to be one.
Detective Sergeant Daniel Miller, due to your recent misconduct, we have decided that you will be suspended without pay, effective immediately. Please leave your uniform and all property belonging to the Metropolitan Police at the reception.
Will that be all?
We have nothing else further to discuss. I see you're already getting yourself acquainted with the town.
Chief Constable Collins. To what do I owe the pleasure?
How are you drunk before you're even unpacked?
Well, I gotta celebrate my suspension, don't I?
Well, I suppose you won't have anything else to celebrate for a while.
How long exactly?
A year. Maybe 2. I wouldn't have asked you to do this if I didn't think you could handle it.
I know. Just brief me on my assignment.
As of tomorrow, you officially start your undercover deployment. Spend the first few weeks showing your face around the city. Blend in with all the other homeless addicts that people walk past every day. Become invisible. Find all the popular spots where addicts like to hang out. Observe them. Watch what they get up to. Where they go. And who they get their drugs from. Your mission is to uncover the major heroin and crack cocaine networks in the city. Find out who the biggest dealers are, how they operate, and most importantly, where they get their supplies from. One more thing, Miller. You won't be wearing a wire or anything. No one but myself knows about this assignment. I have reason to believe there's corruption in the senior levels of the police. You'll be on your own out there. There'll be no backup. So if you find yourself in a dangerous situation, your only option is to bluff your way out of it.
You got a lighter, mate? You want one?
Cheers, lad.
Thanks for that. My name's Danny, by the way.
They call me Cooks. I've seen you around here before.
Just moved there from London last week.
How come you moved?
My health, to be honest.
What? You sick or something?
No, nothing like that. Just didn't feel safe there anymore. If you know what I mean.
What do you do?
Oh, nothing at the moment. I got a council flat, living off benefits. What about yourself?
I'm just out here, enjoying life, yeah. Right. Thanks for the cigarette.
Where you off to?
Just have to see a friend.
Well, listen. You wouldn't know where I could get a bit of gear from, do you?
Sorry, mate. Can't help you there.
Come on, man, I'm desperate. I don't know anyone here. I'll pay for your gear too.
So you used to go to school with me, yeah? But then your parents got divorced and you had to go live with your mom. But you still come here and see your dad, yeah? But now you got your own place and you're back for good, yeah? And if you ask anything, like, you know, like, well, where'd you live and all that sort of stuff, just give me some.
I'll always remember the first time I met Cooks. Here I am, already undercover, and he's giving me another cover story to memorize.
Yeah. You got all that?
Who the fuck's this?
Oh, I just want a bit of gear, mate.
He's a good man, Schatz. I've known him since school.
At this point, Cooks has only known me for less than 30 minutes.
Come in. Well, what do you want?
Can I get a 4 and a 2?
A 4 and a 2. That meant 4 0.1 grams of heroin and 2 0.1 grams of crack cocaine. This is how addicts commonly order their drugs.
Is that Imran stuff?
Only pick up off him, man. Danny, I'm gonna ask you a question. Are you losing to me on purpose?
Of course not.
Yeah, whatever. He's a smart fucker, isn't he, Neil?
Maybe it's your shit at snooker.
Still better than you.
Now, which one of you two's got a fag for me?
Hey Imran, I got your money.
Not now, Woody.
I'm a tenner short. I promise I'll get that you by tomorrow.
No problem, Woody.
Please! I'm sorry.
This was the kind of person Imran was. The kind that would have a junkie savagely beaten over a 10-pound drug debt. This is who I had to be around. This is who I had to bring down.
Home sweet home. Until I have to find a new place to squat.
How long have you been homeless?
4 years now. Are you gonna take a hit here too?
I'll have mine at my flat. Who's this Imran guy?
Oh, Imran? He supplies the dealers around here. He's got the best stuff.
Do you know him?
Well, I've only seen him a couple of times. I wouldn't mess with him.
Why is that?
I remember this one guy called Ammo. He did some work with Imran to fund his drug habit. And the police got him. You know, he didn't snitch on Imran. He took a 2-year sentence. He thought he'd be safe when he came out. But Imran got him. Took him to a warehouse and poured acid on his knees.
So what intel have you gathered for me?
Wow. You know I'm gonna say hello. At least that's me I'm doing, Chief. Sorry.
We can joke around after the investigation, Miller. Right now, your life is in danger every second you remain undercover.
I found out the dealers around here, they're getting this stuff off a guy named Imran. Have you heard of him?
That name's never been flagged up before.
I have reasons to believe that he's been operating for at least 4 years, undetected.
That's good. But we're going to need more than a name. We're going to need how he operates, who's in his team. Does he bring the drugs into the country himself, or does he use bigger importers?
And how am I supposed to find that out?
Have you moved everything?
Yeah.
And dropped the money off to Neil? How rude of me. I haven't offered you a drink.
It's totally fine.
No, you need to have a drink with me. And some cake. It's my birthday.
I'm fine, honestly.
Then what do you want? You want some heroin?
I already picked up my gear from Shots. You know, keep personal matters separate from business.
Nah, you're gonna have a few lines with me. It is my birthday after all. Besides, if you say no, I'll be offended.
That's some good stuff.
Meet me back here at 7 a.m.
You're high.
And
You shouldn't be taking drugs while undercover. Detective Sergeant Daniel Miller.
shut the fuck up. Man, don't you get tired of drinking that cheap piss out here in the shitty park?
That's all I can afford.
Come on, let's go to a pub. Drinks on me.
Well, you don't have to tell me twice. Danny, how can you afford to pay for your gear and still come here for drinks? I know you ain't getting that much off benefits.
I got money saved up from while I was working back in London.
Doing what?
I used to do a bit of work for this dealer.
How come you stopped?
The guy I work for got stabbed by another dealer. And then he went around forcing every other runner to work for him. You know, either that or they get the kneecap smashed in.
Why didn't you just work for him?
Dude, the guy was a psycho. He could fuck up anyone for no reason. I had to get out of there.
How long do you reckon that money of yours will last?
Yeah, not long, to be honest. I need to find some work around here.
What? Do some dealing?
Yeah.
How are you going to do that?
What about Imran?
What? You're mental. After what I told you about him.
Introduce me to him.
What?
Introduce me to Imran.
I heard you the first time. What makes you think I can introduce you to him?
You've seen him around, right?
Yeah.
You've been taking his stuff for years.
So what's your point?
That makes you a loyal customer.
What's that supposed to mean?
Let's work together. I've got a license. I can drive, yeah? Imran trusts you enough to put us both on.
You're mental.
You make more money than you'll ever have in your entire life. You can stop drinking that cheap piss and squatting in that shithole. What do you say, Cox?
I'm sorry, Danny. I'm not cut out for that kind of life. Thanks for the drink.
Get in. Hello, Buzz.
Yeah, I swear I didn't nothing. I didn't tell anything about safety. I promise. For the touch of me, I didn't tell anything about that.
You know, I didn't quite catch that. Let me.
I didn't tell them anything, Imran. I swear.
Let's use our inside voices, shall we? Try and see it from my perspective. I don't know what was said between you and the police when you went and got yourself caught. What would you do if you were in my shoes? I need an answer.
I don't know. Probably smash my knees in to keep my mouth shut.
That's what you think of me. I'm a businessman. I'm not a gangster. Just tell me what the police said to you.
It was the end of the day. They only found 4 grams worth of food on me. I told them it was for personal use, but they found cash on me too. They wanted to know who I get my supply from, but I didn't tell them anything. I promise, Imran, I promise. You can trust me, man.
I believe you.
Huh?
And don't worry, I'm not gonna smash your knees in. Danny is.
Huh? Huh? Oh, what is it, man? Please, I don't have anything. Oh, please, man. What the fuck are you? Yeah, man. What the fuck? Yo, no, please, man. Please. Bro, no, man. Please, Imran, please. Please, I don't have nothing. Please, man. Yo, please, Imran. Bro, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say a single thing. Please, man. Come on, bro, please. No.
Cooks!
My gear.
Cooks!
My gear.
Who did this?
They took my gear.
Where are they?
Whitmore Street.
I want the gear back.
What fucking gear?
What's the fucking gear?
Take it, man. I swear. So we took. Promise.
Did you get it back from them?
Couldn't find them. So I bought these for you.
Thanks.
I don't know why I lied to Cooks that day. I was trying to get on his good side so that he would introduce me to Imran. He probably would have liked me more for beating those junkies. So why did I lie?
Can I get a warm one?
How long are we going to keep doing this for? I'm tired of dealing drugs to junkies all day. We should have found out where Imran gets his supply from months ago.
It's not that easy.
You know what I think? I think you like being Imran's little errand boy. Yeah, that's definitely it. Imran takes a shit and you'll come running with the toilet roll to wipe his ass clean. Or actually, I don't even think you'd bring toilet roll. I think he'd lick his arsehole clean.
Are you done?
You're not going to leave a window open for me. What if I die?
How are you, Miller?
It's a little too late to be asking me that now, Chief. So why have you brought me out here?
I'm closing the investigation.
What? Why?
You've been undercover for far too long. You're not seeing things clearly.
But I'm so close. Imran is finally starting to trust me.
At what cost? Have you seen yourself? I don't even recognize you anymore. I'm doing this for your own good.
How would you know what's good for me? You knew exactly what I was in for when you put me up for this assignment.
It doesn't matter anymore. I've made my decision.
You're not closing this investigation. Not when I'm this close. Not after what I've had to do. Not after what I've had to sacrifice.
Oi! Cooks! If I see you again, you're dead!
I'll see you next week. But bro, you should have seen his face.
Yeah, I was too busy trying not to drop the drinks.
Well, it's your fault for starting with a 4-pack. Should just picked up 2 cans.
I got the 4-pack though, didn't I?
Hey, here's to being low-life scum.
To being low-life scum. Why do they call you cooks?
Oh, it's a funny story, actually. Remember that show, Sesame Street?
Yeah.
You remember the character in it called Cookie Monster?
The blue one.
Yeah, the blue one. Right, okay, right. This one time, I was proper high on crack. And I was with my mates, we went to the shopping mall, and I just started smelling all these cookies. And bearing in mind, I was proper starving at the time. So we walk in the shopping mall, and I see this girl with loads of cookie samples on a tray. And I went over to her, and naturally I just said, yo, can I try these cookies? And she said, and then all of a sudden I just started eating them, one by one. And I weren't even chewing. I just started swallowing them whole one by one, bro. And the girl, she was terrified. She screamed, she ran away. And then she dropped the tray on the floor. And I got on my knees on the floor. I started eating them one by one, off the floor, bro. I started eating cookies off the floor. What? And then the security guards came in and started chasing us. So we picked it, me and my mates. We ran as quick as we could out of there.
Fuck off.
What do you mean, man? I'm telling you the truth. It's true. And ever since that day, yeah, my mates, my friends, yeah, they call me Cooks. It's short for Cookie Monster.
Where are your friends now?
They're either in prison or they overdosed and died.
My dad died of an overdose.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah?
Trouble sleeping?
Something like that.
Come to mine. I'll text you the address. It's open. Danny, come here. Come sit next to me. You're a good man, you are, Danny. No, listen, you are. You should know that. You do as you're told. You don't complain. And most importantly, you're not a fuck up. And the reason I called you here tonight. Here, darling, fill my glass up. A bottle of wine just on the counter there. "2005 Vino de Noble Montepulciano." It's good stuff. Yeah, listen, whilst you're there, Danny, just have a glass too. It's just in that cabinet, that one, yeah. Go on, fill it up all the way. Make it a proper glass. Like I said, you're a good man.
Thank you.
Have I told you the story of how I got into this dirty business?
No, I don't think you have.
I was 14 when my daddy, he passed away. It was a heart attack. And there's just the two of us left, my mother and I. She was born and raised in Pakistan. She barely spoke any English. I mean, she'd been a housewife most of her life. She worked hard. She did her best to look after us, but it just wasn't enough. So I left school and I did what I had to do to put food on our table. You understand? I mean, what else was I gonna do? Get a normal job? Minimum wage for a 14-year-old in the early 90s was laughable. Plus, who would hire an inner-city packy boy like me? I did the only thing I could do. I started selling weed. And then naturally I moved on to the harder stuff. Crack and heroin. And that's where the real money is, Danny. By the time I was 19, I was earning over $1,000 a week. You tell me who in their right mind would give that up to work a proper job, earning £3.50 an hour. I've got no formal education, no proper qualifications, no. Selling drugs is all I've ever known. Well, what about you?
What about me?
Well, how did you get into taking heroin?
I used it to self-medicate after my father died.
condolences. How did he die?
Heart attack as well.
To our fathers.
To our fathers.
Are you all right, Danny?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're rattling.
Said I'm fine.
When was the last time you took a hit? When was the last time you took a hit?
3 days ago.
Fucking hell, Danny. You must be dying or something. Let's go pick up some gear from Shots.
Down to my last fiver. I fucking hate this shit, Cooks. I've been addicted to this shit. What do? Can't get a job. Wants to hire a junkie. Friends don't want to know me. Family don't give a shit. Can I help these Cooks?
Here, take this. Don't worry, I can make it back big in no time.
What about tomorrow? Or the day after that? We can't keep chasing score after score, Cooks. This ain't a life worth living. Might as well be dead.
Look, I don't know, Danny.
Well, I do. I told you this from the start. We don't have to live like this, Cooks. If we just work for Imran.
But Imran is too dangerous. I told you this as a friend.
If you were my friend, you would do this with me. You know what? Keep your money. I'll go find Imran myself.
Danny! Fine. Let's do it.
I'm outside. Hurry the fuck up. I don't have all night.
I've got a bad feeling about this spot. Call him back and tell him to meet us somewhere else.
I see him. What do you want?
Give me a 2-2.
That's not him!
Move or I'll fucking kill you. Where's all your food?
Underneath my seat.
Yeah, I want all of it.
Okay. Getting it now.
Slowly.
Who are you working for?
I see you can fucking go.
Fuck!
Imran, I'm sorry I let him get away.
Are you hurt?
No, I got him to drop the knife before he could do anything.
Look, I don't care about the drugs. As long as you're okay. If this happens again, just give them whatever they want. I'll find them. We'll make them pay. Drugs or money, that's easy to come by. But a good man, a loyal man like you, that's hard to find.
That's all right, but I really need to get this guy.
What you need to do, my friend, is relax and chill. Come on, maybe have a drink, one of those baby Guinnesses that you like. Do you want Neil to get you a couple of girls? A guy, maybe? I mean, I don't know how you swing. Look, just chill.
You sure we're gonna find him here?
Well, yeah. This is his pub. Wait, that's him. So how do you want to do this?
What now?
Danny, let's just call it a night. Come with a plan and come again another day.
Okay, they're not wearing wires. And they're on the safe side. I drove around before I picked them up. There wasn't a policeman in sight. So that means they're not undercover.
So why are there two junkies spying on me in my own pub?
You weren't spying on you.
Then what the fuck were you doing there?
We were just having a few drinks.
You want to know how I get rid of junkies that cause me trouble? I could have a bullet put in their head, but then we'd have a murder investigation on our hands. We don't want the police snooping around, do we? One bullet in the UK costs £50. But you want to know what's cheaper? Fentanyl. Now, I'm going to assume you don't know what that is, so I'll tell you. Fentanyl is what they cut heroin with. On its own, it's 100 times more potent than heroin. Just 2 milligrams is enough to die from an overdose. You can get 50 grams from China for £540. That's 2,500 potential overdoses. That's roughly 22 pence an overdose. Look at me. 22 pence to get rid of a junkie that causes me trouble. And you know the beauty of it? Nobody, not even the police, bat an eyelid when a junkie overdoses. Because nobody cares about a junkie.
See, the truth is, we just wanted to talk to you.
Regarding?
Working for you? Maybe run a line or something?
Only an idiot trusts a junkie with drugs and money. You calling me an idiot?
We're desperate. We'll work harder than anybody else because we're on the gear. And who better than a junkie to find other junkies to sell drugs to?
What's your name?
Cooks.
You're local, aren't you? You pick up our shots.
Yeah.
What about you?
That's my boy, Danny. Thought we used to go to school together. He's been a runner before. He's got a driver's license.
He's got a driver's license. Look, I appreciate the offer, guys, but I'm not interested. I mean, I don't even know if you guys can handle yourself on the streets. Good luck to you both. Neil, drop them off where they need to be.
But then he might as well kill us. We got change. 44p for 2 doses of fentanyl, yeah? Might as well overdose and die right here. Because you're going to send us back out there to die anyway.
Here's what I'll do. Neil, give him half an ounce of each. And if you boys move it in a day, I'll keep you on.
You two are lucky to be alive.
We did it.
I owe everything to Cooks. He didn't deserve any of the danger I put him through. And the whole time he thought I was his friend.
I looked into the guy that tried to rob you the other day. It's a lot more serious than I thought.
How so?
He's just one of many.
What?
Simple economics, Danny. There's more dealers on the streets than there are customers. More supply than demand. And you got these new gangs coming on the scene. They're trying to make a name for themselves, fighting for market share. You know what that means, right? That means they're robbing or taking out the competition.
So what am I supposed to do? Selling drugs for Imran was easier than expected, thanks to Cooks and his network of addicts. It was getting too risky dealing out in the open. So we got an apartment. What did I say? No more squatting in that shithole. But the newfound money in drugs didn't come without its problems. Cooks was starting to get high more and more often.
Are you actually expecting to ever use that?
You never know.
What's the law on an officer using an unlicensed firearm whilst undercover? Have you stopped to think what we're doing? We went from trying to find out where Imran gets his supply to carrying a fucking gun.
Can I have one of each?
Show me your fucking hands!
Oh, of course, my money, please! Please don't shoot, please! Oh, I've just got my money, please don't shoot! I just want the drugs. Fuck.
How are you, Miller?
Things are looking great. Imran wants us to start moving an ounce of each now, and I reckon...
I asked how you are, Miller. Not about the investigation.
I'm fine.
Good. It's easy to lose yourself in this line of work. I trust you haven't forgotten about your real life. I'm happy to hear you're making progress with this investigation. This Cook's character you managed to coerce is proven incredibly useful.
Yeah, about that. What happens to Cooks if he gets caught dealing with me?
Well, he'll be tried and tested in the courts of law, of course, just like any other criminal.
See, that's the problem. He wouldn't have been doing any of this if it wasn't for me. Isn't there anything we can do to protect him?
Have you read the papers lately?
No. Why?
There's this story that's captured public interest at the moment. This heroin addict owed his dealer some money, but every time he made some money, he went and bought drugs from another dealer. When the dealer he owed money to heard about this, he wasn't too happy about that. The dealer brought two other men to the addict's house and demanded that he pay his debt. When the addict couldn't pay his debt, they gang raped his sister, who just so happened to be in the house at the same time. These are the type of criminals that we're dealing with, Miller. We can't save every vulnerable person that we meet along the way. Our only priority is to catch Imran.
I swear to God, I kid you not. And you ain't gonna believe this. But when I was a kid, I was one fat bastard. You see, Danny, I was an only child. And my mother, God bless her, she was always feeding me. She was making potato curry all the time. And she was giving me with it chapatis. Chapatis, that Indian flatbread that you like, Neil. I was eating twice the amount of carbs that any 7-year-old should be having. I was rotund and huge. You're one to laugh, Neil.
I had a six-pack once.
What, a 6-pack of beer?
I miss being a kid. You blink, and the time just flies like that. 1 minute, you're on the playground, you know, playing cops and robbers. And the next, well, what do you know? I guess we're still playing cops and robbers, aren't we, Neil?
Oh. I miss those playground days.
You know, I was always getting into fights on the playground. There was this English kid named Harry. He was always picking on me. This one time he was playing football and he comes and he pushes me over and says to me, "Packies shouldn't be playing football." So I got up and I punched him and he fell. And I got on top of him and I drilled his head into the ground and I just kept drilling into him. And the teachers had to come and pull me off him, Danny. And when they did, I had bit a chunk of his face off and it was in my mouth. I got in trouble. Yeah, but I didn't care. You know why? Because Harry never called me a Packie again. Never.
You know, I used to get bullied by older kids at school.
What did they do?
There was this field behind the playground where the teachers didn't patrol. So they took me there one time and they took a branch off a tree and just took turns hitting me with it.
And you fought back?
Yeah, sometimes. There were just too many of them and they were way bigger than me.
Or you just let them bully you throughout your time at school?
No, they stopped after my teacher found me crying. So I told her about it.
So you snitched?
I was only little.
Yeah. But you snitched. And once a snitch, always a snitch. Isn't that right, Neil?
That's right.
This God, come on. This is years ago. I was in primary school.
You know what all the snitches in my school grew up to be, Danny? They grew up to be cops. Are you a cop, Danny? Nia?
Jesus, what the fuck?
Are you an undercover cop, Danny?
Of course I am. That's absolutely right. That's you two fucked.
Get that out of here. Nah, I'm not gonna toast you. You had me go in there.
I need a piss, boys. I'll be right back.
I made him piss himself.
You wanted to tell me something.
Yeah, I'm gonna be away on Wednesday.
Where are you off to?
I have to sort out some business. You're gonna be okay on your own?
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. This is some serious weight for you two to be moving. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I don't think you do. You lose this, but it gets robbed. You're going to pay for it one way or another.
What is it, like £5,000 worth?
I'm not talking about money.
I need you to listen to me very, very carefully. I need you to...
Cooks! How many times have I told you, lock the fucking door after you come in?
Oh, I forgot. Sorry.
Well, get the fuck up. I got something for you.
So what is it?
Well, don't just look at it.
This is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
I'm glad you like it.
Oh, I love it. I'm never taking it off.
I hope you do. I totally forgot about this. They were selling these at the counter.
Camera?
Yeah. Thought you might want to take a picture with your new hat.
Well, I haven't taken a photo for years.
Well, go on then. Give it a smile.
No, wait. Can we take it together?
Yeah, of course. Come on then. Ready?
No. Hang on.
All right, I'll get these printed out. I need you to do me a favor. Cut these up into wraps. It's gonna take twice the time now, though. Hope that's okay. I'll go get that.
I don't like my texts being ignored, Miller.
Chief, you shouldn't be here. This could compromise my cover.
Doesn't matter anymore. Come here to tell you this investigation is closed. It's been months since we made any progress or found a new lead.
Well, that's a shame. Because I was just about to call you and give you the good news.
What?
I think Imran's meeting his supplier in 2 days.
How do you know?
I overheard him talking to Neil. He's never gone out like this before. It must be his supplier, because who else could be important enough for him to go see in person? This is it, Chief. I can feel this one in my guts. I'll follow Imran to his supplier, grab a number plate, maybe get a picture or two if I'm lucky. And then from there, we'll pass the intel on to the surveillance team. Then that's it. My job's done. Then I can go back to my real life. What do you say, Chief?
Cooks? I'm up.
Where's the stuff? It's not on the table.
It should be there.
When it's not there, where'd you put it?
I don't remember moving it.
No. Cooks, what the fuck, man? Move this stuff. Go on, look under the sofa. Look everywhere. Imran, we've lost the drugs.
Where are you both?
We're at the apartment.
I'll be right over.
Didn't I fucking warn you?
How do you two lose an ounce of crack and heroin?
It was my fault, Imran.
That's not what I asked, is it? I didn't ask whose fault it was. I asked you how.
I forgot to lock the door.
You forgot to lock the door.
Yeah. Someone must have come in and taken it while I was high. Danny had nothing to do with it.
You forgot to lock the door. What do you reckon, Neil? They can both take the fentanyl right here.
No, please. Please don't, I'm begging you. He can kill me. I don't care. Don't kill Danny because of my mistake. Let him still work for you. He was running the line by himself anyway. I was just getting high most of the time.
Is this true? Yeah.
To being low-life scum.
Fucking junkies.
Do you still see him?
Not all the time.
Can you see him right now?
You're not actually planning on taking those, are you?
You're not real. This is all happening. It's all in my head.
Yeah. No shit, Sherlock.
Just leave me alone.
Did you think taking heroin was going to get rid of me?
I couldn't stop Imran from killing you. I couldn't blow my cover. You know, I couldn't just throw away the investigation.
I told you, Danny. I was never cut out for this kind of life.
I'll bring Imran to justice. I swear. I'll catch him. For you. Why the fuck is the superintendent meeting with Imran?
What?
I just followed Imran to a restaurant and he's having dinner with Chief Superintendent Thompson. Say something!
Maybe that's why Imran's name has never been flagged up before. He's probably a protected informant for Thompson.
So what does this mean for us?
It doesn't matter what Imran does. As long as he's providing intel on other criminals, she's obligated to protect him.
Is she accepting bribes from him?
We don't know that.
I can't believe this. All this fucking time!
Wake up, Miller! This is nothing new. Of course there's going to be corruption in the police. Why do you think I kept your name off the books for this assignment? If Thompson knew what we were doing, you'll be dead right now.
So what are you saying? Cook's died for nothing.
Where are you going, Miller? This investigation is over! Miller!
He's dead because of me.
Are you done feeling sorry for yourself?
I pushed it. I pushed it. You wouldn't have done it if I didn't.
You were doing your job. Imran is the only one responsible for Cook's death. Not you.
I don't know what to do anymore.
Does Imran still want you to run the line for him?
I think so.
And that's what you'll do. Keep gaining Imran's trust. Find out where he gets his supply from. We'll make Imran pay for his crimes. Can't let Cook's death be in vain.
Danny, I know you two were close friends, but you understand why Cooks was a liability, right?
I know.
Good. Because you make a lot of money for me. I'd hate to lose a guy like you. New clothes. I like them. You look less like a junkie now.
Thank you. Thought it was time for some change.
Humor me. How did you keep your habit under control when Cooks couldn't?
I only looked at our items as a way to make money. Money which I could then use to buy my own gear from someone like Shots. I mean, after I sold all of our stuff first. You know, sometimes I'd let myself get a little rattled too. Just to push myself a little bit harder. And that's my secret. Nobody works harder than a junkie that's rattling.
Nobody works harder than a junkie. I give you that. Here, catch. It's the grey car around the corner. It's yours, it's legit. You should be able to move a lot more with it. Now go see Neil, he's got stuff for you to pick up. Oh, Danny, what's the 7-letter word for red? Crimson, got it.
did it.
I found him.
Oh,
Remember the one that tried to rob me in my car? With a knife.
where is he?
He's here with me. In the function room. Unconscious.
What?
Are you mad?
Of course not. What's your plan?
I'm gonna make him regret ever trying to steal from us.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Don't start without me. I'll be right over.
Are you really doing this?
You heard what Colin said. He's a protected informant. Now, if I don't do this, how else is he gonna pay?
Where is this fucker?
He's not here.
What?
I lied. This ain't the first time I lied to you either, Imran.
The fuck are you talking about, Danny?
Danny. Are you gonna kick yourself when you find out my real name? What, you don't want to know my real name? It's Detective Sergeant Daniel Miller. Guess that makes us both snitches, huh? I know about you and Thompson.
But you're obviously not going to arrest me, are you? You know, otherwise there'd be handcuffs on me and there'd be a squad here. So let me ask you this. What do you want? Money? Just name your price.
What I want can't be bought.
And what's that?
Justice. For cooks.
You're not gonna shoot me with the gun I gave you. And for what? That fucking junkie.
Don't fucking call him that.
Well, he was, wasn't he? Fucking junkie. I did him a favor, I put him out of his misery. He was gonna kill himself eventually anyway.
Shut the fuck up!
If you cared so much about him, why didn't you stop me? I know why. Deep down, even if you don't admit it, you cared more about your investigation, didn't you? I told you, nobody cares about a junkie. And if I'm wrong, shoot me. Go on.
Killing him won't make you feel better.
You don't know that. It might.
Come on, Danny. You know he's right.
No. No, he's not. He's fucking wrong. He killed you, Cooks. He deserves to fucking die.
And what happens after you kill him? I don't know. Just put the gun down, Danny.
don't know what I'm doing, Cooks. I don't know what to do.
Just walk away. Leave all of this behind you.
I thought after killing Imran would make him go away. I realize now, I've just been lying to myself. When you're an undercover cop, your life depends on lies. Because in this line of work, the truth will get you killed. And I lied to Cooks the whole time I knew him. Actually, there was that one time at the skate park when we stole those beers. I told him my dad died of an overdose. And that actually wasn't a lie. My dad really was a heroin addict. I was 7 years old. I woke up one night. I remember him just lying there. I was too young to understand any of it. My mother died giving birth to me, leaving my dad to raise me alone. I think he took heroin to cope with my mother's death. But I never understood how he could just leave me behind like that. How could he be so selfish? But after all that's happened, I think I sort of understand now.
Despite everything, you did still take a major drug supplier and criminal off the streets. You must feel proud of what you've accomplished.
Of what I've accomplished. Let me tell you what I've accomplished. I probably only disrupted a handful of dealers for a couple of days till they find a new supplier. As long as drugs are prohibited, there will always be a black market for criminals. There will always be police officers happy to be working with criminals for their own gain. I always believed the end justified the means. That as long as we got the bad guy, nothing else mattered.
This is Collins. I want to issue a warrant for the arrest of Detective Sergeant Daniel Miller.
war on drugs. The people that suffer the most are the addicts. Preyed upon by criminals, marginalized by the police. Nobody cares about a junkie. Sorry. Imran may have killed you, but I'm the reason you're dead. Hope you can forgive me for this.